Like everybody to Everybody Has a Mic episode. Everybody Has a Mic podcast, episode 27, season 2. Happy to be back. We missed last week, but we back like we never left. It's your boy, Mr. S.B. On Instagram, as well as LXB Galleries. I believe art is life. You can find art in all ways, depending on how you utilize it and use it. I'm going to pass it over to my man, MONEY.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mo. Happy to be here with my brothers. It is hot today, and I love every minute of it. It's 80, like 83 today. We back.
It was 90. It got up to 91 here.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I got my car, and the car was reading 91. It was nice.
Oh, Shaba.
Yeah, no humidity, 91. That's the move.
See, yeah, that's nice. See, yeah, and we in April, y'all, but next week maybe trash. But right now we worried about the good stuff. So again, Motivate You One on Instagram, DJ Motivate You on TikTok, DJ a little, train people a little. Again, happy to be here with my brothers. We're gonna talk that talk. JT, hit him.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JT Malone, aka East Coast Legend. If you ain't been tapped in by now, it's coming. But you can follow me on Instagram at freaknasty_ECL. And again, if you ain't heard about this man, your soul might already be in my pocket, motherfucker. Just saying.
Yo, before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to my mans and them, my boy Chris. You know what I'm saying? He had a really dope book that I just got done listening to.
And I still got to listen to it. I saw it.
Double Joint, Enemy of My Enemy. He produced and directed that joint. It was solid. Shouts out to my guy. Just want to put that energy into the atmosphere. By the way, people, you know, my new motto, and this is the truth, my team is legendary. Point blank, period. This joint is fire. But let's get it going. I see you, Sack. Yeah. What you got for us, Mo?
Oh, okay. Let me hit you with it right now. Let's see here. Let's go with this one, man. Want your opinion on this, but let this young lady talk first. We'll let this young lady talk first. We're just gonna let this young lady talk first. It's quick. All right, here we go.
All I can say, fellas, is don't let this be you.
This how I know I ain't ready for nothing. Because my little trick right there, you see him? Yeah. He is so nice to me. He's so nice to me. He be tricking. He likes to take me out. He likes to literally hand me money. All the things I said I wanted. But I don't want him. I don't like him. He annoys me. That's how I know I ain't ready for nothing. Because all I keep thinking about is the dude that don't do shit for me. And I miss him.
Now, let me be clear. This is not how all women think, but a lot of them think like this. This is how a lot of them operate. It would be a dude right in front of them, giving them everything they wanted, but they still want the other dude. And the sad part about the situation, the guy walking to his car, he thinks he's doing the right thing. He doesn't know anything's wrong. He believes she likes him. Now, of course, when he sees this video floating around social media, he'll know the truth. But the fact is, he thought when he was doing the things that he was supposed to be doing, and this is what women told him they want him to do, he's doing that stuff, and this is the reaction he's getting. Now, I want to be clear about something. There are women out there who would appreciate that man. The problem with this situation is he is horrible at picking women. This is why I come on here all the time. Men, we got to be better at picking women. He's over here thinking he's working on something because he's attracted to her, but he's probably not doing the work that he needs to do to find out who this woman really is. He probably never asked those real questions. He probably never went through her social media. He's skipping steps because he thinks all he has to do is give her a little bit of money and she's going to fall in love with him. And that's just not how it works for a lot of these women. This is a bad investment. He is literally throwing money out the window, giving it to this chick. And the sad part is, after she breaks his heart or dump him or whatever she's going to do to him, he's going to end up going out there and turning into a savage. marriage. And that's what happens to a lot of us men. Now, again, I want to stress, I'm not necessarily putting this on her. I am putting this on him because I am positive this woman is giving him signs that she ain't about nothing. And he's ignoring them. All he is thinking about are those buns. That is it. He ain't worried about the potato salad, the hamburgers, the ketchup. All he is thinking about are those buns. And this is what will happen to you when you are moving like that. Now, as far as this woman is concerned, she needs to go get.
All right, listen, I'm done to listen to him because I have a
Was
whole
that
different
O'Shea?
opinion on that. No, it's not O'Shea. I don't know who this brother is. I see the CJ Salter.
Okay,
Shout
I
out
don't
to you,
know him
CJ.
either.
Yeah, I don't agree with you on that, brother, because when the dollars come in there, a lot of ladies will act a certain way for the dollars. So we're gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna ask y'all a question first for a second.
Neighborhood.
So I wanted to ask y'all a question. In these modern times, should men as a whole give less?
I mean,
In these times right now?
first of all, I've never got a woman up based on what I had. So
Mhm.
I can't speak to these things because I've never been known as, well, she just called this dude a trick. So I've never been a man to trick. So, I really used to just be myself. And what did the great poet Nas say? I got no game. Bitches just understand my story. And that's how I always rode. I mean, money will tell you, Steve will tell you too. I had nothing. I used to be walking everywhere. I probably was a musty dude. I don't know. I ran track and would walk home sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real. I mean, younger cats, we out here, we wore basketball shorts underneath. We was always ready to hoop. You know what I'm saying? It was a different life. Point I'm making is I always had girls who wanted to be around me and wanted to, they thought they was befriending me, and it was always something more to it. I had motives, and I never spent a dime.
Again, but JT, but you're speaking on something. So there's a category, right? You said you never tricked, but
Yeah.
there are guys that are in a category of tricking, or to enhance their credibility into getting ladies, and there are some guys that don't have to do that. So
never
you're
had
speaking
to.
on.
I don't know what that is.
It's a sad situation when you think about it from what you just said, right, Mo? There's one dude spending all his hard-earned money on this woman, and then there's another dude that don't even give two shits about her, right?
Yeah, she said she was attracted to the dude.
She's drawn to whatever it is that this dude that does not provide for her like that gives her, probably the smash game. But that's
all you need.
That being said, sometimes when you are able to pique someone else's interest outside of the money that you have, then sometimes you don't have to end up spending money. But I do know people personally in my personal life that I fuck with heavy, that is quick to spend money, throw it away.
Yeah,
You
see what I mean? Yeah,
and that's okay, I guess, if that's what
fine.
you want to do. But you're talking to somebody that has been to, not a lot, but been to strip clubs and never thought one time about pulling money out of my pocket to give it to somebody else. But that's just me, right? Like, that's
you remember that? You remember ATL?
Yeah, that wasn't the only time, though. I've been, not plenty, but I've been in strip clubs where I literally just stood there. You know what I mean? And just admired the women walking around. But, I knew that the odds or the likelihood of them wanting to just randomly have a conversation with me always had some kind of undertone. They wanted the bread. If I would have been out there and I'm like, I got all these stuff, all those chicks would have surrounded me. And I'd have been throwing money up in the air, and they would have been trying to make me feel special. and to the next dude that was going to be throwing that money up in the air, right? So it's interesting to look at it from that perspective, but there are a bunch of men that don't necessarily just pay bills, but pay women to have sex with them, so it's just how it works. It's something that I've never experienced. Not even saying that I'm balling, that I'm in a scenario where I gotta, shower women with all this money. More so a scenario where I prefer to just be cool with a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where money is something that we can utilize on each other or whatever the case may be. Not necessarily saying that you're in my life because I'm paying your bills or trying to pay your bills. Shit, paying my own bills. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't have, I'm not going to be like, I got all that excessive bread. No, I don't have the excessive bread to put on some woman. So maybe that's why I don't have a woman like that. But I wouldn't want a woman like that. You know what I'm saying? I would want a woman that wanted me to be around versus having me around to be able to pay bills. But
I had back in the day, even when I got out of college and I had my first like career job or whatever, I was doing pretty well for myself for a young man. I think it might have been 22. I was making some good money. The first time I would be out with a chick or on the phone with a woman and a young lady, and she would bring up something as far as like a bill or something she needed paid after she like came and like spent the night at my house, or figured out what I did for a living. The last time she ever heard from my ass. I bust my ass. I'm not giving you no money. You already gave it up for free. Bitch, I took you to Taco Bell. I took you to Burger King. I took you to McDonald's. I took you to TGI Friday. Come on now. That's all you getting. And that's when TGI was $20 meal and you was balling out on a check.
And so you're raising actually two good points, both of you. So I wouldn't remember this, but now that you're bringing this up, you don't want to be the guy that people think has money.
Yes.
You don't want to be that guy because so I'm not going to speak on me, but I'll speak on me. It just brings you don't want to feel used, right? You don't want to feel used. So me being single and people see what I do visibly on social media, on the screen, makes them think other things, right? So a lot of people will feel more comfortable to ask me for money. But you got a man, a boyfriend. What you asking? Or a husband?
That's wild. I slap fire out my wife. I find out she asking some man for money. I don't even condone physical violence, but that's literally probably number one on the list.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
A husband.
You're asking a man for money and you got a husband. That's a complete violation. They didn't even know the word to call that.
And fellas,
that's crazy.
I'm not getting anything here. So what you asking me? Hold on. Let's be clear.
That's wild.
So when you randomly feel that comfortable, there must be something wrong with me, right?
That's crazy.
But I'm not. There's no way. Like, listen, you don't want to be that dude anyway, people. But some dudes do. Some dudes do want to be that person.
Couldn't be me.
So I guess we all are in agreement with that one. But since you actually segued.
Well, they used to call me cheap back in the day, girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to get called cheap. Because I didn't want to take them to dinner. Or I would take them to dinner and be like, yo, we splitting this bill. And they'd be like, well, you asked me to dinner. And I'd be like, yo, man, it's not like that. What you doing when we leave? Nothing. You paying half this bill.
Can I ask y'all a question? Since you just said that. Okay. Wives, girlfriends, significant others. Where is your ideal, or what would your ideal date be? And it can be like first, second, third. Like, date just randomly, what would you want to do? They don't
Like
have to know what's going to happen.
first time meeting them type of thing, or
Or where would you take them?
first time meeting them? I'm a coffee shop dude. I know people don't like it, but yo, I like coffee. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out to my cousin DJ Espresso. I like coffee, man. You know, and that's how you converse with the person, right? Like even if I do decide to pay for her coffee, fine, that's cool. I don't mind paying whatever it is for your coffee, but I'm not there for a meal or anything else in between. I want to have a conversation with you. I'm looking to get to know who you are. You know, like that's how you some dudes utilize that ability to slap cheeks, and other dudes utilize the ability to be able to understand if this person is someone that they want to waste their time on. I'm big on conversation and getting to know a person. So yeah, I'm a coffee dude. Let's go get a coffee. Let me know who you are. I don't need to be taking you to no $500 steak dinner. You know what I'm saying? It's pointless to go to the movie because we ain't gonna talk to one another. You know, maybe a bar or a drink. You know what I'm saying? Something light. But yeah, I don't mind going to that level of like chill. Go get some ice cream, take a walk. You know, like that's how you get to know a person. You don't have to spend massive amounts of money in order for you to be able to know who this person is, or at least be qualified to be able to have a conversation with this person. They might be using you for food. I know women that's done that. You know what I'm saying? I know women
I
that's
don't
done
know.
that.
I don't know how they be so hungry, dog.
I mean,
Like I listen. It blows my mind at how much like the stories I hear of ladies eating what they order. I'm like, yo, how do you
Crazy.
have that type of gut? Like, what in the big bacula are
I
you
was
doing?
gonna say, you see some of these chicks, stop playing.
But they listen. But look, there's to put it down. Like, what are you like? Are you cleansing your boot? Like, what are you doing before you eat? Like, you must have like what you doing with your bowels? Pause the
Mm.
night before. Like, there's no way. There's
know.
no way, dog, to consume that like that much high calories. That is wild to me. But anyway, I could say, sorry, I just thought about it. I was like,
Justin,
yo,
you?
yes.
Car ride, walk in the park, bar. Those used to always be my top three go-tos back in the day. Park again, you get to know somebody, you walk around, it's nature. You find out very quickly somebody's fears. They jumping every time a bug goes by. Oh, this chick's scary. Um, I like to people watch. So you find somebody who like to, you're like, look at this motherfucker walking down. He looked like he had a hard life. And the dude walked by and, you know, like, you know, and you find out a lot about a person real fast, because if they down with, you know, doing that, it's like, oh, I got somebody I could sit around with, do nothing, and roast people with.
Yes.
Or you know, you find somebody, you get the opposite. Oh, I don't think it's good to talk about people. It's like, oh, this bitch is stick in the mud, asshole. Like, let's like, she don't like to have fun or whatever. So yeah, that's how I agree with Steve. That's how you get to know somebody. I'm not a big coffee person, but yeah, you know, like back in the day, you know, when the malls were there was actually life in the mall. You could go walk around the mall or whatever with somebody, because then you could get a quick bite to eat or something like that. And you know, the pretzels, they had, you know,
around the museum.
Yeah,
like that counts, you know?
Exactly. Museum's a great place.
Yeah, you know,
to go on a date.
Some art, talk about what you see, type of thing. You know, that stuff. You can learn a lot about a person. Yo, there's a certain group of men on the planet that won't just randomly have sex with a woman, right? There's a bunch of dudes out here that are savages and will do it anyway. But there's some dudes that, you know, will literally just be around a person and realize that, yo, I'm not doing this.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I need to personally have your mind before I want your body personally. You know how many bad chicks I done seen in my lifetime, and I done walked up to and approached, and I could tell they were feeling me, and they start talking, and I was like, this may be one of the dumbest people I've ever talked to in my life.
People are dumb as hell. People are dumb.
Because all she had to do was be pretty.
That goes a long way, right? But,
yeah, and it's like there's no depth to you. And it's it's not
It's
for me.
it's like that from both perspectives, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel the same way about us,
I
especially
get
when
it.
we out here trying to, smash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you see it, you want to talk, and all this other stuff, and it's a vibe. You have to be able to vibe with the person, and depending on where you say originally you want to go for this date, and you get the reaction, immediately.
Yeah.
Or you could be one of those dudes that wants to wine and dine and spend that $500 on that steak and go have that type of because you have the money to blow. That's cool too. But
I just think it's lazy though, Steve. I just think
It
it's
is
lazy.
lazy.
When you have something, I think when you have the money, I'm not saying back to our original topic. In these modern days, should men give less? When it comes to that, I do. I think we should give less financially and more intellectually, spiritually, more mentally
it's
stimulation,
ingrained in us though.
right? I think that we should give. I think we should pull back on
The material.
early materialistic stuff
Mhm.
and really worry about things that really matter and being in the moment, just like you were saying.
I
So
hear you.
for
But
me, I'm talking about look. So you can tell a lot about a person, like you said with coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I'm a diner person.
Mm.
You can tell a lot about a person when they order at the diner, and
You
not
order
if they
seafood
can
at a
eat in a
diner, I'm
diner.
never calling you again. I'm never calling you again. If you're a female and you order seafood at a diner, I'm fucking blocking you. That you
You
make
see what I'm
poor
trying to
life
say?
choices. You make poor
Di-
life choices.
You can tell a lot in the
Yes.
diner. You can
I'm
tell
gonna
a
get the
lot with
salmon.
going bowling. Bowling is another thing too. See how you can get
Yeah.
down with the bowling, and personally, y'all, if it's me and you pass those two, probably don't pass those two. But if you do pass those two, you go into the gym.
Mm.
I'm mad at that.
Yeah.
You can go
Yeah,
to the
I'm not
gym.
mad at that at all.
Go to the gym together, because I
Yeah.
tell you what, that tells you everything you need to know for the rest of the time.
That's very true.
If you're going to take anything further or not, take them to the gym. Fellas, take your ladies to the gym. Let them walk on that treadmill. Put it on the incline. Start talking a little. Conversate a little. You find out everything you want. You start breaking down, complaining, whining, something like that. That's going to be the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's true.
It's going to be the
This
rest of
is-
your life.
This
If
on-
they
this
lazy
only
as
on
hell
two.
there, you don't want nothing else to deal with them. You don't want nothing else there. If they lazy there, trust me, you don't want nothing else there. I train the ladies for a living. Personally, for you fellas, your husbands, everything for that other life. Trust me, you're not going to want nothing else. If it's bad, if that day goes bad there, you good. But on that note, fellas, I needed to give you, since you segue into money, I didn't want to do it, but I think you've seen this, JT. But there's a reason why I think we should speak on this.
Uh-oh. I did see this.
Yeah.
They love them zaddies. Put you in the back of that
So I
log
don't know if
cabin.
you heard about this black girl, young black girl who was dating this white man who looked like a skinhead. She was found dead in the hotel room, hanging. The white boyfriend decides to report it weeks after she dies. Yo, and they show a video of them, being cute, the interracial cute, dumb videos that people do. So he doesn't know how it happened. We're supposed to believe that he didn't do this. See, this is that type where, and I don't wish death on anybody. I think it's disgusting and up that she had to suffer this and her family. My thing is that I'm glad it's not a black dude, because black men get so much bad and negative stereotypes that when it comes to relationships and stuff like that. that when I see this type of happening, and it's a white man, I go, oh, now look, what do you guys have to say now? Because bad people come in all races. I'm not saying this to appease you. This is real. Bad people come in all races, but for some reason, black men just they're the fucking worst, just the worst. But then people go to the other side and the same happens. I'm really happy that it wasn't a black man, because when it's other races, non-black men that do this stuff shit, I go, finally, some relief for us. And I feel bad for this woman and her family. And I believe that this bald-headed, thumb-looking son of a bitch did it. You guys let me know.
Shout out to Godfrey filling it on that one. If you don't know Steve, you don't know JC, 31-year-old lady just got engaged. They went down to Tanzania, and I guess she's a social media light person, and the soft girl era stuff, and into the, like we were just saying, less of the material stuff and more of the actual connection stuff. She wasn't trying to hear that. She was with this guy, and this guy he has businesses, pretty much his crypto business. Short story, it tanked. And I guess he did have like maybe close to 45 something million dollars, but it tanked down to nothing. And he takes her on the plane and all these different things, and all. Now she's unalived in Tanzania, hanging from a room. And supposedly the Tanzanian hotel actually said they needed to be separated from each other from a domestic abuse, or not domestic abuse, or a altercation that was really bad, that they had to be intervened. They had to intervene in separate rooms, something like that. So the comments on these things,
can't even imagine.
I didn't read the comments.
Well,
They say usual suspects at least.
Yeah,
usual suspects.
So this is the thing. This is the issue. A lot of, I'm gonna say BLK instead of chocolate black. I'm gonna say BLK ladies have a lot of problems with us men dating outside of our race.
Yes, and they
a lot
applaud
of
it.
problems.
They applaud it when it's the other way around.
Yes, they applaud. Yes, and they
That's
say
the coon in them. That's the coon in them. That's the coon
and they
in them.
say, and they say that
they say it ain't true. It's the coon in them.
What they say is the reason why they get upset is because the men speak on them and talk about them negatively.
Oh,
So
I mean,
us as BLK men talk about them bad while we're with the vanilla goddess or another race's goddess, whatever, right? So this young lady that just passed, has some questionable tweets about us.
Well, that's what you get.
I'm just saying. I'm saying.
No, okay. I guess that's not what you get.
I'm saying everything's a preference, and I again remember we spoke on female intuition before, and I said,
oh yeah, it only work. It only work when you want to catch somebody doing something wrong to you. It never works when it's your life in danger.
It never works when your life's in danger. But it only works when the man's cheating or something's being wrong towards the man.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, what I'm gonna say on this one is,
I shouldn't
ladies,
be laughing, but
ladies, is the grass. You think the grass is greener? It's your preference. Do what you want to do, but the soft life social media stuff is busting you on the head.
what is
Chill.
soft life though? You gotta give me a
Soft life
definition.
is so soft life. Ladies, if you hear this, correct me if I'm wrong. They don't want to do much. Soft life is not really working, not doing anything, getting all the
yeah, because
money
you
and
get
getting
the sickos.
and showing off in social media their lifestyle
Mm.
and feeling good to other ladies so they can be jealous and then talk about the men that don't have it. So they're all looking for it. Not all, but these soft life
What a
chicks.
mess.
This is a mess. It's a mess.
What a mess.
So she was this lady that's unalive, 31-year-old lady that just got unalive in Tanzania, which was on her that was her he
Birthday.
proposed to her with that lion when you saw that lion was walking. Anyway, pretty much she didn't like or cared about finances. And it's just interesting to me that now the parents and everybody want the Tanzania police, the people that she wouldn't respect because their income is not as high as she would like, to now do an investigation on the whole situation, which is awful. Shout out, prayers to the family and everything like that.
What you just say about the police?
Yeah.
Like,
No. So what I'm saying is the lady that's unalive did not respect anyone with any male with low money.
And she's on record saying this.
Yes.
Well,
I could pull up the tweets.
Greedy.
And if you want, but I didn't want to do that. So pretty much she said there was a tweet that said black men always have a way of embarrassing us all. There's certain different things. So I saw the press conference.
I'm not gonna say nothing because I was about to say something, but I'm gonna stop.
But see, that's what triggers people when they start seeing the past stuff. And this is why we have to have restraint. But I remember when Kevin Samuels passed away,
they was
how
all
these ladies
tap
were jumping.
dancing.
Oh my
it was
god! Oh my god!
It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I remember this one BLK male had a vanilla lady, and
she killed him.
Yes.
Yeah, he had the crazy tweets about black ladies. I remember him in Texas. Yeah, popped.
Yes, he did
multiple times.
Shot
and then got off.
And got off on
self-defense. Yep. And the way he was killed, it was like she popped him. It was weird. It wasn't no. His back was like to her or something like that. He was like it seemed like he was walking away, and she popped him.
Yeah.
It was something crazy like that. He got like one in the front and then like 3 in the back or something like that. So she popped him once, and then he was like, chill, and he was trying to get away, and she killed him. And she got off. And he was talking. He used to talk crazy about black women in the tweets. The crazy. And so when he died, all the comments were celebrating him getting. I said, that's what he get. Play in the snow, you gotta go. Stuff like that. Like,
yeah, they were putting Dr. Umar's picture up.
Yeah, Dr. Umar. Yeah,
it
was a lot of stuff. Ancestors looking disappointedly, all that type of shit. Like, what did he expect? It was all that.
I don't see that though. I mean, maybe I'm not in the mix and I don't pay attention to that shit, but I don't see the whole, black women with the white guys, and it's just that they don't ever want interracial relationships regardless of who the fuck it is, right? So, obviously you see a large majority of men, not large majority, but there are black men that do date white women, but I think it's a higher rate for that versus the women, if I'm not mistaken, right? So
I don't know. It might be the same at this point.
Well, I hope we get an opportunity to pull up some numbers. That being said,
I'm gonna look up those numbers.
Please. I
mean,
mean, was murdered and hung, man. Like that wasn't nothing to play with. I can't believe it.
No.
I found out about this today,
and we don't know. They said it was a suicide.
Of course, because a white man was involved.
Suicide.
It's always it's never foul
so
play.
that's what I'm trying to say. So they're saying it was a suicide again.
No, they said it was a suicide. Okay.
Yeah, it was. They said suicide. Yeah,
I'm
it
just-
was suicide. Nobody goes. I think Godfrey said nobody's going to Africa to hang themselves.
Yep. Yeah.
Like you're gonna hang yourself in your own house.
Why?
Why would you? What,
know,
Steve?
I don't know. Like look up the what you don't have to, but like just throwing it out there. Look up what the percentage of black people that hang themselves.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
yeah.
You know
it's
what I mean?
probably low. It's
It's
probably
Well,
low.
super low considering that there's been so many of us hung throughout the generations beyond generations beyond generations. So that's probably something that she wasn't thinking to do, especially considering that
No,
she was a social media star.
Exactly.
I feel bad that this woman's life was taken, and that shit is just not cool. From
it's
no
definitely
perspective.
not cool. But I study history. I know who the most violent people that ever walked the planet are,
Mhm.
and I'll just leave it at that.
Well, Justin, it's funny you just brought that up.
I'll leave it at that.
Well, yeah, man, y'all just
I think
jumping
this
right
man
into
is.
it.
He got AI following us. Go.
Now we got more intel.
Listen to what this. Oh, look what this lady says.
This is
No.
a lady? Oh yes, it is.
You're never going to get me to believe that she did this to herself on her birthday. 2 days after a proposal,
With the
after
knife though.
speaking with her family, less than 24 hours after a fight that was so toxic, the hotel staff had
Hold
to
on,
place them in separate rooms. No, she.
hold on. That's
Yeah,
enough.
that's a knife. That's wild with the mic on it. It's crazy.
Ready for war.
I see. Wow.
Okay.
did that to herself. I understand that there is this stereotype of the knight in shining armor, the man that's just going to swoop in on his white horse and he's going to take you away and you're going to live happily ever after as you ride off into the sunset. But most of the time, they are predators with a fetish. And they can always seem to get away with it because of how much our culture cares so little about the Black woman. She deserves justice.
They'll listen to this because a white woman said it.
I mean, what she said was something was true.
It's true.
It's
I'm not
true.
going to deny it. It's true.
The most educated women on the planet suffer the most trauma, and that's 100% facts. The most
That's
educated
facts.
women on the planet suffer the most trauma. They don't get taken care of medically. You know what I'm saying? They're always at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to how people should act and things like that. But they get so much disrespect, and it happens so often. And there's plenty of footage of. I saw something a few months back where it was just a bunch of couples, interracial couples of white men and Black women, and each one of them said that he killed her. And it was like 20 couples. Killed. Like, excuse me. Unalived her.
Unalived.
I'm sorry about that. Unalived her. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, there's always a metric. They'll always be able to pull up the same stuff with Black men and white women. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to happen that way. You will always be able to point it out from one perspective. So, the ultimate, the hyperfixation and focus is that somebody's not alive. That's what I'm more concerned with. It was with a white guy, fine. But if it was a Black dude, would he be getting the same love? No. Or if a Black dude brought a white woman over to Africa and that happened, would it be as
He'd be in
big?
jail.
Oh,
yeah,
it'd be
jail.
It'll be on.
Wouldn't be the same,
It'd be on
but
some.
it wouldn't
It'd be
be
on
the-
some OJ. It'll be on some OJ stuff. Those
Yeah,
things.
he'd be in
And
jail.
that's what
They
Godfrey
took his
was trying
passport
to
from
say.
his ass.
Mm.
That's what Godfrey
They
was
took
trying
his
to say. Like,
passport.
he's so happy it's not us, because even in the comments, fellas, there were ladies that were mad saying, well, you know, black men still do that. And I'm like,
I don't know
we
none.
can't
Like I
even,
just said,
we can't even,
You know,
I don't know none.
because it's so perpetuated that we're
Yeah.
so bad. Media predict, like, this has been, the CIA has been working so hard for
CIA
so
won,
long
man.
with the media, with everything for so
long-term
long.
plan.
Yeah,
Oh man,
Yeah,
to
they
make
won.
us look like animals.
they
To
won.
put drugs in certain different guns and machine guns in
Yep.
our neighborhoods.
Most
To
resilient
get
people
these
on
things.
the planet is us,
100%.
hands down. Ain't nobody tried to been assassinated with everything that they do. From it starting the classroom, from when you a little boy, they already label you.
And
And
what's
you
not,
make it through it, and then your own people still hate on you.
yes.
Old fucking coons. Old fucking
Well, they don't
coons.
know any better. But JC, they don't know any better, man.
I
That's the
mean,
problem.
I'm
Like,
tired of
they are
hearing everybody don't know
brainwashed.
no better. The
But
the library free. Go
but you know
fucking
what
get
it
a
is?
card and read a motherfucking book
It
about
is
where you
what-
come from in your history.
When you're
It don't take that
brainwashed so
much.
much, when you're brainwashed so much, it is so hard to pull out of circumstances from people and to know that you've been wrong for years.
Hmm.
I think that's the hardest thing for people.
Well,
to know
yeah, I
that they've
mean,
been wrong.
to know you've been wrong because
years,
people don't
I
like
know
to
s-
be wrong.
I mean, think about it like this. Think about a person, not saying, I don't like to stereotype this, but say if it's a black male that was raised in Beverly Hills, the hills, and they have a whole different life, and they are in the upper echelon of 0.2% of
Yeah.
society, is very wealthy, on private planes. You know, daddy's going to be a part of that daddy's Fortune 500 company. They may look down at the race as a certain way as well, if they're
Yeah.
not taught
I mean,
and know certain different things in society, that everybody's not given the same circumstances and areas growing up. People don't put that into perspective,
that's only because
and it could be right down the street
it's
and not
taught.
even know.
Yeah,
It's only because it's not taught. Like, you know,
Absolutely.
That's very true.
it works in layers, right? Like, depending on the scenario, even a middle class and a lower income person can't relate either, right?
yes.
Because you know,
Yes.
the lower income
Yes.
person was the people out here in these streets, which I grew up like this, you know what I'm saying? Stirring up peanut butter if that was given to you by the government, you know what I'm saying? And there's people above that would look down like, oh, how could I? And there's people above that look down on the people and say, yo, how could I do that? And
You
or
eat peanut butter
yeah, no,
like
no,
out of a jar?
not a
We
jar,
crush
but
it ourselves with
yeah.
peanuts. You know, like you know how to use a knife.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Like, yeah, you guys make this
you
yourselves.
spread your own. You
But they
spread your
can't
own
have
bread.
that conversation because there's levels to it, right?
Yeah, it is
So
levels.
you know they're uneducated. Not to mention that whoever they're around, which if they're going to be wealthy, most likely are going to be wealthy kids of different races. But it's more the stuff that is publicized and shown that represent us in the
It's
masses
always the
is
best.
the lowest class of us.
Yes, 100%.
The lowest class of
100%.
us. So
It's
you
all
know,
Pookie
Well,
Ray
think
Ray.
about hip hop. That's why hip hop is pushed so much, and certain
Yeah.
people
R.I.P.
from
to
hip
African
hop.
Bambaataa, by the way.
Well, I'm happy you just brought that up, because we're
R.I.P.
gonna
to
go there.
Bam is
I just want to say one last thing is, listen, rest in peace, to the young lady. I was going to say, preferences are preferences. I don't want to say rest in preference. I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is,
rest in preference
ladies,
is
I won't
wild.
say that. But I will say, what I will say is, ladies, like literally, what glitters is not always gold.
No,
You
sometimes
have
it's
your
a
female
turd
intuition
spray
needs to-
painted gold.
Your intuition needs to sometimes you need to have some discernment and not
Give me
look
my
at
female
dollar bill.
intuition, Mo. Give me a
Female
breakdown on that.
intuition. Oh, the
He
female.
already did. He did.
I did.
He did it.
I did last time. I'll do it again.
Yeah, he did
All right,
it
real
already.
quick, because I got a topic.
Okay. So, I know. Ring. This is Monique, Steve, calling you. And Monique says to Steve, I know Brian's cheating on me. I can just feel it. Something's not wrong. Something's just wrong. You see how you looked?
Okay, yeah. So you're able to know.
So what are you going to say?
How do you know when the dude's going to murder you?
You're supposed to feel that.
Obviously,
You ain't never-
My point is no.
You ain't
It's
never
signs.
walked down the street
It's red
and you felt like
flags.
I shouldn't walk down this alley because I feel like there's something bad down this alley. And you say, I'm gonna stay on this main road. I'm gonna go the long way, and you go the long way, and you find out a couple of days later it was stick-up kids in that alley. Never happened. I guess I went to school in Philly.
So you need to know. The point is, Steve, is like the point is, Steve, is it's always something negative towards the man is the female intuition. It's never anything else when it comes to money and anything a person's giving them.
It's never who's going to win the Super Bowl, and we're going to put a bet on it.
It's the intuition is always this. Listen, if you had a baby by that man and that man's not a good guy, he was dusty, you will never marry him. But why would you have a baby with him? So the intuition only kicks in when the guy is cheating. Nothing else.
He's right.
Are you understanding?
I mean, I'm
Do you-
I'm trying to grasp it, but
Do you
I
get-
still kind of think that bringing up that point for this woman that went over there, you saying that technically speaking,
Absolutely.
so,
Absolutely. You
it's
cannot
so-
tell me you cannot tell me, yeah, because they have domestic, the whole Tanzania, the hotel had to separate them. Fighting, dog. Been fighting. You can't tell.
Think that you're gonna
Listen.
get murdered. On
Yeah.
the live.
I'm not. Listen. See.
Like that too, Mo.
Listen. There's signs to know when somebody just ain't right, though, dog.
You're right. But
Do you understand what I'm saying? There are signs.
I'm not gonna put the women into
somebody's
that.
right.
Not gonna put the women's intuition on that.
Right.
That's extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
No.
having the ability
I think you're taking it.
that were laid out in front of you to say that a woman knows that a dude is cheating on her versus being with somebody that ends up, taking your life. You don't know that.
No, Steve. What I'm saying is, when you're so blinded by all the riches and the provision, you can't see what other people are saying. The saddest part about this whole thing is there were people in her comments weeks back saying that he was going to do that.
Stop it.
Because they're seeing in his eyes, and they saw it in his eye. They're looking at the pictures. They were like, something ain't right.
Yeah. I might curse you out. I ain't going to kill you. Like,
I love life too much. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I love life too much. I don't want to go to a sleepaway camp surrounded by men for years upon years of my life. I don't want to do that.
Smelling that shit. I'm all set.
Nothing in the world
Fellas,
to make me want to do
fellas,
that.
Armpits,
y'all are
ass,
speaking.
feet,
Y'all are
all
speaking.
good.
Y'all are speaking as non-privileged black men. You are not speaking like Vanilla Zaddy.
They
Now
can't
say
be
it one more
pigeons.
time.
I
Now say it one more time. Hey, listen. We got an orange president.
All right. Speaking of that,
Continue
how do y'all feel
about the gas.
God, man, that's a whole.
I can tell you about the gas.
It's going down.
Ridiculous. Is it?
I was going down. It wasn't going down yesterday when my
yeah,
truck
fill
said
up the gas.
$75. $75. I said,
Yeah.
oh.
Yo,
$100 to fill my Suburban.
Lord, have
That shit.
these
That shit's
Amazon
terrible.
factories or these factories that have been getting burned down.
Burned down.
How do you feel about that? What's happening
Yo,
right now?
what did Killer Mike been telling y'all people for years? Kill your masters. People been
Unalive
saying for
masters.
years, eat your unalive, but that's what he say. Yeah, he sells shirts. Eat the rich.
Yeah.
Tides
This
is
is on the same
I
yo.
haven't
level
seen
as
it. I haven't seen it, Steve,
Louis,
actually.
what's the dude? Louis Bengini, that kid?
Yeah.
Same level,
What's his
right?
name? Luigi. Yeah.
Luigi.
Yeah, they burned
Same
the
Oh,
toilet
okay.
paper factory down in Canada.
So they did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they burned the Amazon factory. I don't know where that happened at, but they burned the Amazon
Burned it
factory,
down.
a warehouse down, because people is mad because they saying you make all this money and you won't pay us a livable wage.
And they be slaving them in them places too, by the way.
Yes. And at the end of the day,
That's right.
what do they pay these people? $14 an hour. That's $30,000 a year.
Don't they know that this
And-
is not going to work out well for them? Like, do they know that this is not going to?
Oh,
Like,
I mean, it's
sooner or later.
The thing is, you talking about the rich, or the rich people, or the people that are doing it?
Yeah, the rich people.
The rich people
sooner or
don't
later,
realize people
like,
gonna
see,
get.
don't they realize that
Mhm.
you can't, like, this capitalist, like,
You
it's not
pushing
going to
people
work
too
out well
far.
for you. Yeah,
You're
they're going
pushing
too far.
people too far.
Things are going up higher, and they're not getting paid more to sustain where they're living. Listen, if people, okay, I used to be a fitness manager at New York Sports Club way back in the day. We were younger, right?
Chicks have fatties in there.
In Greenwich.
I went a few times. Good time.
Capo,
Good time.
Capo.
Yeah, Capo. Yeah, so Greenwich, right? And so that means I was like the head of all the trainers, and we had to hit a monthly mark of PT sessions a month. We would always hit our monthly revenue on the second or the third day of the month. Every time when I ran it. Hey man, I know what I'm doing.
That's wild.
I ain't gonna talk about it. You know what? I know what I'm doing. I know
crazy.
business. I know business. I need your second or third day of the month. I know business. I know how to do it. I need to see the number. I know what we need to do. So there's a ways to do it. I may not let out my sources, but they were all legal. So bottom line is what I'm saying is, so from there, I would get a bonus. I would get a bonus on performance. What I did was I never cashed in the bonus for me.
You give it to the team?
I gave it to the team.
That's solid.
I gave it to the team. Every single time I got a bonus every month, I would give it to them. I would never use it. Sometimes it would be cash, but what I would usually do is fresh new sneaker form, workout sneakers, fresh new this, that, and the other. I'll make sure everybody's taken care of. If you don't make sure your team is taken care of, people are taken care of, you're going to get that problem. It's coming. True. Like these people have billions of dollars and they're on these islands sipping on whatever they're sipping on. And you don't think that sooner or later these people are going to lose it? Like, you don't really think that? You that out of touch?
Yeah, these people are out of touch.
Maybe they are.
I mean, my biggest problem working in the world is higher up you go, the more people you meet that never had true adversity in their life. They never been in a fight. They never. I'm not gonna say they never was hungry, but I'm gonna say they never been in a fight. They never had somebody punch them in the face and be trying to do you harm, and you got to realize in that moment, oh shit, like this shit real. Like I gotta do something. I gotta scram. Am I gonna run away, or am I gonna do what I gotta do? And you can tell by how they talk to people. So when they get to these top level positions, they don't know what it is to ever have been in a situation where, like you said, fight or flight, swim or drown.
Dame Dash talked about that a lot. He talked about that a lot when he went in these rooms. He knew.
Yeah, shout to Dame.
Dame knew. He's like, these dudes, exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
Justin, exactly.
It's a problem. It's a problem. And speaking on to what Mo's saying, like, example, I'm the boss at my job now, and we recently had a woman who retired, and she had put in like 3.5 years at the company, and we did a little retirement party for this woman at the job, and people from all departments that worked with her came by, and they had some high-level C-level executive come the same day as this woman graduation. It was a graduation because she was getting the hell out of the workforce, but retirement party. And a bunch of people who were like, again, higher ups that should have come and shook this woman's hand and thanked her for the service were too busy with their heads up this fucking C-level executive's ass. And I was the only person from the leadership team that didn't go to meet the high-level executive. And I stayed with the woman who was retiring. And I probably had 10 conversations with this woman the whole time. I got a large team. But the point was, I was showing this woman respect for what she had done for the team and what she had done. And it mattered. And I was doing it to also show everybody else that, it means more to me personally, somebody who comes and shows up every day, does their job, makes sure this place is running, than a person who has the high salary and, is only here for photo op to show I visited this place just so they can put it on a presser and then send it out and show the rest of the company, oh, look, this person's a down-to-earth person. And they went and had lunch with the commoners. And yeah, I went and got my laptop and I sat with that lady and answered emails and stuff while people were coming there and visiting. She's like, Justin, you don't have to stay here. And I was like, nah, man. I was like, you got to understand, like, what you did and meant for this team for years was important. And you are invaluable to this team. And if no one else from senior leadership is going to tell you that, I'm going to tell you that. I missed 2 meetings where I was supposed to be in there. And when people asked me why I missed the meeting, you didn't come meet the, I'm not going to say the person's title, but you didn't come meet the so-and-so? Why would I? And they're like, what do you mean? It's the so-and-so of the company. And I was like, this person was just retiring over here. The so-and-so of this company should have came and met with her and thanked her for her service. Right. That was her photo op. That was the photo op.
That was right.
This person came,
and that's the problem.
And you're so out of touch, exactly, with the working class people that you don't even think you're too important to show up to somebody's retirement party at the company. Wow. And the retirement party had been planned for 2 months. This person, they decided was coming a week before, and they shift all the focus to this woman coming to visit instead of combining them and saying, we have this person here, and I want, and this C-level executive should have said, this person's retiring. I want to thank this person for the service. We had a plaque for the lady. Should have presented the plaque. All of that. That was your opportunity to show people you were about the people. But instead, you should. To me, everybody else don't see it. I see it. You showed everybody that you about your position, your status, and that's all you care about.
People kissing that booty. And that's the issue.
Yes, and that's it.
People kissing that booty.
I don't bend the knee. I refuse to bend the knee. And I'm still where I'm at, and I don't bend the knee. So it says more when you walk in the room and I'm sitting there, I have my integrity, and you wiping shit off your nose. Or you got to wipe your knees down because your knees dirty because you've been on them, man or woman, because it's a lot of dick sucking men out here in corporate America. And there's no pause, and there's no pause here. And these people go home to their families, like, and it may be a metaphorical dick, it may be an actual physical one, but you suck dick to get into these. A lot of these people suck dick to get into these rooms.
I listened to this Bruce Lee book, and it talked about how after shooting and they were having like lunch and stuff like that, Bruce always sat with the extras, always sat and ate his food with the extras, never went with the actors. You know what I mean? He always went with stuntmen, and he sat and humbly ate his food with the people of on the set that don't even get recognized. And it talked about how much they appreciated Bruce humbling himself to their level and like literally hanging out with them. And sometimes that in itself speaks volumes. Nobody will ever meet Jeff Bezos that works for Amazon in those factories. No. It's never gonna happen. And you know what? It's casualty of war, and that's what I have to say it. You know, somebody or a few people are stepping up and they're trying to say, hey, look at us. We need to get paid. If you don't pay us, this is going to continue to happen, right? And sometimes you got to cut the head of the snake, man. Somebody sacrificed himself in order for it to be a thing. That dude was arrested. You already know they're going to throw him under the jail for what he's done.
Oh, 100%.
But, you know, he sacrificed himself to let.
But there may be more, but it may be a movement and more.
Bring awareness to what is happening, and that's what's most important.
It may be more. I'm not gonna say what I wish that people would do, but because then Well, I mean, I can. I just won't say it live.
Oh,
yeah,
that's how he's supposed to put it in the atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean. I guess I'm not trying to get us demonetized before we get monetized.
I ain't mad at that.
So,
well, it's in the theater near you, people. That being said, this is episode 27 of Everybody Has a Mic podcast, season 2. We fully appreciate y'all, tapping in, liking, sharing, subscribing, and all this other good stuff, man. We appreciate you so much. I hope we continue to do our thing. This is my man JT Malone, East Coast legend himself. We got Mo M-O-N-E-Y, absolute beast on the ones and twos, and your boy Stevie B. Continue to live life. Art is life. Love and care about who you care about. Do your thing, yo. Please be safe until the next time. Peace.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Hold on.
We got something else?
No.
Hold on. Let me show this on stream.
Shout out to my brother.
Now on that note,
I refuse.
Be safe until the next time, y'all.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah. I don't know what you was gonna say.
Hold on. I didn't even. Did I
He's still alive. We still alive.